two shut the fuck up?
Welcome back, boys.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
Yes.
Yes, hello.
On another fine Friday morning.
How are you doing out there?
Good.
Not you fuck. I'm asking people out there.
Don't fucking look at me and then ask a question.
How you doing out there?
Confusing. That pisses me off.
I'm already done with this bullshit.
I know. Is this one over? That was the shortest episode
Thanks
ever.
for tuning in, everybody. I have autism. That's how we're ending. We're signing them off now.
See you next episode.
Oh,
Hi, guys.
Hey.
Welcome back to Music and Mayhem with us.
With
Blacktooth
Blacktooth
Grin.
Grin. Yep. I'm Justin.
I'm Justin.
Me too.
All right.
I'm
also
not yet, Justin. I've
Yeah,
been
you
trying, though.
You don't want to be, dude. It's crowded. It's a fucking
A
crowded
lot of us in here.
Yeah, it sucks.
How's you guys' week?
Mine's been good.
Yeah.
Not so bad.
I had a
Not so bad.
I had a pretty strange fucking week.
Had a
But
pretty good weekend.
yeah?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Went and saw Chris Fairbanks, pretty fucking funny comedian.
Love
Seen him
Chris
a couple
Fairbanks.
times.
Yep.
Awesome.
He's he does the awkward, act on stage really well.
Yes.
But just
Where he like presents himself like he's feeling awkward.
yeah.
Just
Yeah.
cringe comedy is what we call that.
He does it really well.
That's fantastic.
Just a great human being.
Is he from here?
He's a beautiful person. No, guess what?
Tell
Guess
me.
where he's from?
Tell me.
Fucking Montana.
Jesus Christ.
What is in the fucking water up there?
Is he
Actually,
Irish?
nothing. I've seen the water up there. There's nothing in that
Fairbanks.
water.
That doesn't
Did you
sound
watch-
Irish.
Beautiful.
Did you watch that on this side of the valley, or did you have to go over to Boise?
Boise. Yeah.
There's nowhere-
It was
there's
the Shriners.
Okay.
I'd never been in that building. That place is fucking cool.
Dude, it's cool. Was it in the
Shriners
basement? of it?
downtown Boise?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, yeah, there's
Really
some
cool.
good. I've seen some good shows and stuff in there too. It's awesome.
Wow. That's fun.
What about you, Schnitzel?
I got a new to me guitar that is just the light of my fucking musical life right now. It's 1973 Greco Firebird. Came to me in a trade.
I'm so fucking excited about it.
What did you get rid of for it? I
A
never did ask that.
very sweet little old vintage amplifier.
Did you rebuild that amplifier?
I did absolutely rebuild that.
How
old
much did
amplifier.
that amplifier cost you to rebuild? Let's say total, when you brought it home to when it was done, what did you invest in that?
Not much, actually. All I did was I recapped it, which, let's say not
Sorry,
my time, but just parts.
Not trying to tell your secret.
No, not at all. No,
I just,
cost me $50 to recap it with good capacitors, and I swapped the two plug cord out for a grounded plug. Super fucking easy, but it took me 2 or 3 hours.
That fucker was that old. It didn't have a
So,
grounded 3-prong plug on it.
71.
That's fucking.
Yeah,
cost
dude.
you $50
and some time
and some time.
like 3 beers worth of time.
And what kind of guitar was this that you got?
1973 Greco Firebird.
Okay, do your research.
Yeah, dude.
And then
Then
do the math.
Actually, there are 3 pictures of a 1973 Greco Firebird on the whole internet.
Period.
Wow. One of them is this specific guitar on reverb in the fucking case that came with this guitar.
Fucking A.
Yeah,
That's cool.
You can trace it back quite a bit. It's a pretty. It looks as beat up as Willie Nelson's dick, dude. There are just fucking knobs and scabs and
And a hole right through it. It's fucking weird.
He did that though. He was playing that fucking game where you stab the knife between your dick and balls. I mean, your fingers.
Like you've been playing this fucking game wrong.
Oh, dude, that's the Russian version.
Yeah.
Now you'll take this knife and you'll stab it between your dick and your balls.
There's no winners.
You use your hand, you American scum.
What about you, Hyatt? Did you stab at your dick and balls with a knife this week?
Not this week. No, I'm trying to cut down.
Not his balls, just his dick.
Just his dick.
Oh, we get to hang out with our buddy Ronnie Bain.
Yeah,
on-
Ronnie
on
came
Friday.
over for game night. That's what we do. We all had to wear
From
our
Jupiter?
glasses.
From Jupiter's Child, Ronnie?
Shout out to Ronnie.
What game?
He
dude?
might be coming over tonight. Actually, to hang out and watch us jam.
You fucking better.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
I'll text
What
him.
game?
Oh, we played
Jesus,
this.
Fucking crap.
I'm sorry, Lou. I was talking over the top of you.
I was backed off the mic.
5-second rule.
5-second rule. It's this fun game where you literally have 5 seconds to name 3 things, and the cards are like, name 3 college football teams, and you have 5
cool.
seconds. And it's you think yes, you think right off the top you could do that shit, but as soon as you flip that timer, your brain gets all wobbly and you shout shit like red, green, blue. Like you fucking, it's a fun game. We should
let's actually try one real quick off the top of my head. Name me 3 Black Sabbath songs.
The Wizard, Sweet Leaf,
5 seconds. Is that
NIV.
Yeah.
See?
Fuck.
Wow.
Make sure I was talking to Justin about it. He goes, I was like, yeah, it's a fun game. It's like name 3 Aerosmith albums. And he goes, do that real quick. And I go, and I dude literally.
Yeah, he went Pump.
I said Pump, Rocks, and Honkin' on a Bobo.
I'm like,
Which is a real album.
Toys in the Attic?
And he was like, what about Toys? And I was like,
Get
no,
a grip.
it makes you totally goofy in the brain.
I like it.
I don't want to use the R word, but it does make it retards your mental abilities.
timing.
So we can say that, yeah. And it makes a goofy noise, like those toys that you get from the dollar store that when you flip them over, they go matter, matter. You know those things? Sound like
Just like that.
What does it do?
It goes matter. You know the thing? It's like a little tube thing. That's what this fucking timer does. So immediately it shocks your brain into laughing at that because I'm 43 years old and think matter is a fucking hilarious sound. It's like a fart. Fuck, I gotta think of 3 Aerosmiths.
Can we get that on the episode?
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
Okay.
I think we should put the shock collars on for it.
I could grab it right damn now if you want to.
yeah. I'll be back. Yeah. Hyatt, grab this.
Oh, hi, it's running.
Yeah.
It's a great fun game, and Ronnie and his girlfriend came over.
Who won?
I don't there's no really winner. You just go until everybody's too drunk to play anymore. Because if you win, you get the card, and there's 1,000 cards. So
do you get to keep the card and
you
like
keep
take
the
it home
card?
with
Yeah,
you?
no, yeah. You put it in your pocket. You show it to a cop if you get pulled over. That's good. I got the card.
Is it like the reverse card? Like, fuck you, I'm pulling you over.
Yeah. Reverse Uno card, a fucking cop. Oh, dude. Okay, listen.
have it.
Here it is. I love the noise it makes so much.
Do it again.
Thank you for grabbing that,
Do it
huh?
again.
All right, Lou.
Yeah. Okay.
Name 3 kinds of toilet paper.
Charmin, Northern, Quilted Northern, and fucking Angel Soft.
See, and I also would have accepted them bears that love to shit, the fucking one with the fat baby and the angel one. Those also are accepted. Creative answers.
Okay.
Creative answers.
You're lucky I didn't just say Walmart brand, Albertsons brand, Fred Meyer brand.
Also would have been accepted.
really?
Party in the
That
back, making noise, party in the back. TC got asked, named 3 Honda models, and she was like, red, green, yellow. That fucking counts.
How?
Because they made red, green, and yellow cars.
Oh.
See? We're very
All right.
liberal around
Are
here.
you
with
laying
the
another one
rules.
out?
Yeah, I don't know. Shoot.
Oh, we're
These are all
playing
terrible
live.
examples now.
We're playing live. No, I want to make our own up. I think would be fun. Things that matter to us. Lou, name 3 strains of marijuana. Go.
Northern Lights, Purple Haze, and White Cookies.
Oh, shit, you nailed the fuck out of that one, see?
Then you keep the card, but there's not a card.
That's how
says
that game works, and it moves fast, and you only have to read a little bit if you're really drunk.
I'm in.
Yeah. See?
Yeah, I'm all in.
So we played that game with Ronnie. That was fun.
Fuck
We
yeah,
did that
dude.
Friday night. Is that Friday night? Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And then yesterday, I blew the fucking. Hold on, you let me finish. I blew the fucking plug out of the side of my exhaust manifold.
Oh, okay.
Bung plug.
My bung plug, we're calling it. So my fucking truck sounded like an old fucking Pizza Hut. I drove down State Street. I was like, this is so fucking embarrassing. So I drove it like that to Ace Hardware.
Just happy birthday and all the way there.
Just fucking. Oh my god, dude! It sounded like a Ukrainian tank running on one cylinder. It was fucking awful.
Which is better than what they normally run, so that's good.
So we fixed that.
That's how we would have made the band van sound intentionally.
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I was so excited when it
was
finally
half- it was
burned the valve,
halfway there.
dude.
Yeah. It sounds like shit.
We're like,
pussy.
now it smokes like that van off a fucking School of Rock.
What was the band van? 93 40 Con?
Oh, shit, it was a 78.
Was it a 78?
Oh, yeah.
It was
No,
vintage,
it wasn't
baby.
that old, was it?
Yeah.
Fucking classic, dude.
Real
Man,
sweet
round
piece
headlights
of
and shit, dude.
Silver. You had to pump the fuck out of the burger. Holy fuck. When you come up to a stop sign,
Oh, it was
pump them
bad.
brakes so
I
hard.
drove that thing once and no.
Yeah, but when you drove it, sir, you jumped it over a canal and shit. I remember that.
Yeah.
That was my lowrider.
Oh, yeah, you jumped that whole thing over a...
Motherfucker.
That was a curb.
In your
pole
defense,
and then
in
some
your
people.
defense,
That was fucking rad,
in your
too.
defense, you couldn't see that curb.
No, I was drunk.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, you were.
Yeah.
Oh,
Funny thing is,
Definitely.
you were more sober than I. That's why you were driving.
yeah.
I can fucking do it.
I get the zone.
Just fucking...
Dude,
Justin's like, go around the corner here and just put your foot in it. And I'm like, all right.
All right, fuck.
And fucking gave her hell and went a little left and then
Fuck
straight.
that right over a curb. Fucking out of here.
well, it was one of those ones where
Didn't
where the parking lot went flat to the top of the curb, and then it just dropped off.
Yeah.
So it only broke a couple of U-bolts off on the roof. It was all right.
The way I remember that,
Didn't
boys,
need that
was
part.
you fucking sending that thing over.
Dukes of Hazzard.
No, no.
Yep.
It
Well,
was a Chrysler. It was
Who
Mopar.
got them boys in a pickle this time, didn't he?
Luke and Puke Duke.
I remember
That's the Ukrainian version. It's the one you can get on just fucking...
Fucking Luke off and Puke off.
Russian Dukes of Hazzard.
I remember showing up one time in the old lowrider, and I picked up Jeremy. And on the way back from his house, we were heading somewhere in the dude's house that we put the fucking motor in that car at. We stopped and did a big burnout in front of his fucking house in that car for him, because
Oh,
we
yeah,
got
hey,
the motor
fix
from him. So we do this big old smoky fucking burnout for like a block. Just burn the back tires off. And I worked with this dude, and he came in the next day and fucking laid into me about that. He's like, "You motherfucker, you're gonna piss my neighbors off."
Sorry, man. Don't build such a cool fucking
We were just
motor.
showing you a thing.
Yeah, don't be a dick. Fuck.
Do you guys want to talk about some actual content this
I
week?
do.
Or
Sure.
just want to sit around and bullshit? I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
I'm having a good time too. But what do you want to talk about? I
but
see
there's
something about Bongwater.
Bongwater in the news.
Ooh.
So I just heard about this morning. This fucking blew my mind. Michigan is also head up their ass in their politics about marijuana legalization.
Oh, okay.
Marijuana's still
so you can't have
very
weed
illegal
there
in
either.
Michigan.
Okay.
Well, hold on. When we went to Detroit, in actual Detroit, in
Yeah.
the city, it was illegal.
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 Yes.
Well, decriminalized, right?
Okay.
We had to go about 10 miles outside of Detroit to a different town where it was legal
Really?
for recreational.
So it's by county up there in
Yeah.
Michigan? What I heard this morning was that Bongwater was being counted as marijuana. If you had more than 4 ounces of Bongwater in Minnesota or in Michigan, maybe it was Minnesota.
That's probably Minnesota.
Let's
'Cause
go with that.
Actually,
Yeah.
even
I should have
even-
done my research on this.
Even in Detroit, it was legal medicinal.
Okay, so
because
one of those M states over there, I will have to. But I heard about it this morning. One of those states, Bongwater was being counted as marijuana. If you had 4 ounces of Bongwater in your bong, they were counting it as a fucking felony.
Jesus.
4 ounces is a felony in these illegal states, dude. They just put a bill in and it passed
So
to stop that.
A pint of water is 1 pound, right?
Dude,
Because
and
8
you-
pounds in a gallon.
And they would charge you for the weight of they would charge you for how much you had, ounce wise. Is that fucking insane?
ridiculous.
So they just fucking stopped that. I didn't know that was a thing. Like, I know
That's
in
fucking
Idaho.
ridiculous.
I know in Idaho, if you get caught with weed, they weigh it in your container. I know that for a fucking fact, boys. If it's in a big, hefty glass jar,
Keep it in a film canister is what you're saying?
just travel with as much as you need to get there and back.
Yeah.
That's my advice,
Only
boys.
travel with as much as you want to get caught with.
Yep, exactly that. That's the same advice for going to
Sorry,
a casino.
officer,
Don't
that's-
you go into a casino
Yeah.
with any more money than you want to lose, dude.
Nope, that's all I have, officer.
Yep, you got all of it.
I was
That's
going to
fucking
quit
ridiculous.
after that.
So I heard that this morning, and I was like, shit, I got to share that with the boys this afternoon because I found that to be wildly compelling that you could cop a fucking felony for Bongwater.
Yeah, stupid.
I mean, I think a good lawyer could have got you off of that, but like that being part of the law is fucking
that's
insane.
fucking ridiculous. Yeah, that's
For
completely
bong
ridiculous.
water?
For fucking bong water.
I'd pour it on the ground as soon as I get home. Why are you
Yeah.
driving around with a full bong?
Weigh that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you weigh this, you fucking
You fucking
cocksucker?
jerk.
I'll fucking kill you.
Yeah, take that fucking badge off. We'll see who the tough guy is. Yeah, don't say that, by the way.
Yeah, don't.
To a police. I've tried.
No, they love when you tell them that you pay their wages, though. They
They love it.
fucking love that.
Why don't you try my fucking dong water, bitch?
Yeah. Fuck, dude. Try it. I'm going to try that, actually, next time I get
Dong
pulled over.
water?
Dong water.
What if you just fucking... What if you got all smoochy fucking hit on a cop when he came to your window? If you're like, damn, what's up?
I like a man in uniform.
Jesus Christ. Do you think it would just... How far could you push that, you think? You'd have to be willing to go to jail.
All the way to jail.
Because I would push that too far. Absolutely would push that way too far.
Depends on how hungry I am. You get fed in jail.
You get fed pimento loaf sandwiches in jail.
That's all right.
Have you ever had pimento loaf?
Yeah.
It's fucking gross.
Look at me.
Yeah, Lou, you remember Cotto salami?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, Lou and I got really fucking high at his parents' house one time. Were we
Actually,
tripping on acid?
it was the first time I got really stoned. Like, actually got stoned.
Who was the first person that ever got you really, really stoned?
You.
Not surprised.
I'm a terrible influence. That's fun.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah. What about
bong water then?
yeah, bong water's good, but you know, speaking of other really crazy shit in the news, so this viral video now of Bobby Liebling. Have you guys heard about this?
The pentagram
Have you
video.
seen any of it?
Yeah. Actually looked it up when you guys were talking about it because I wanted to be informed on what the fuck.
Dude, so they are he's from the band Pentagram, which is a badass old like doom metal Sabbath-y.
From the era of Sabbath, dude. They
Yeah,
had shit out in the 70s.
1971,
brother.
dude, when they started coming out, and just some of the most profound songs. Like they're actually really, really, really good. Really good music.
If
And
you do a little research on the guy, though, it gets really depressing.
very depressing, dude. Like a 40-year heroin and crack addiction at the same time, and still lived
That's rough.
like through it. Constant.
Lived
like
in his parents' basement for his entire fucking existence.
dude, and
like,
he thought
just-
he had like some kind of weird bugs in his skin, and really thought it was like some parasitic infection. And he peels back this in the documentary of him. It's called what is it?
Last Days Here. It's a great documentary, actually.
He peels this
depressing.
like fabric back, like this cloth, and there's like this big gaping wound in his arm where he's just digging his fucking skin off.
Because he's a fucking crackhead.
Yeah. So it's kind of
To
a
see
cool,
him
it's
now,
kind of a cool deal.
The rumor is he has fucking actually gotten sober. And if you see
he's
him,
actually a dad, had a kid at like
dude, he's in his 60s.
He's 72 now, but he had a kid, like his first kid ever in the 60s. Got married for the first time in the 60s. Had a chance to be on Philip Anselmo's record label Housecore
and fucked it up because he was a drug addict.
He's a drug addict.
If you get a chance to check out Pentagram, do it.
Yeah, go in and check it out. Sabbath fans and shit, definitely check. Aw.
Oh, we brought the mood down.
That kind of reminds me of the story of Anvil. You know,
Yep.
that same, kind of deal. Where
That documentary is incredible too, man. I saw that one a long time ago. It opens up with him like delivering food to the like Meals
fucking
on Wheels. Yeah.
and shit. Yeah, man. Just
Yeah,
worked his ass off and finally got there.
the less Dave Mustaine type character.
The difference I see with
Guy
that
used to
though is
play his
like,
guitar with a vibrator. He really fucking did. Look it up.
oh, fuck.
Don't Google Anvil vibrator though. You might not find it. You might not find what you're
That's a
looking
totally different
Or
website.
you might. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a completely. It's very similar to the home wrecker. only it's for the black.
It's called the cervix record.
Yeah, the only difference
Dirt
I'm seeing
rocket.
between like Pentagram and Anvil though is Pentagram actually fucking kicks ass.
Yeah.
Anvil wasn't that good.
Nah, Anvil was just good enough for the era.
For the era.
We're Doom fans. We are not really butt rock hair metal fans the
No.
way that we are. Dude, Pentagram, like, there's so many really good Doom metal bands from the 70s that nobody, like St. Vitus.
Yep.
St. Vitus is fucking incredible, and nobody knows who the fuck they are.
Well,
But,
dude,
like,
that Lucifer's Friend.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking band I sang
Absolutely,
that song,
yeah,
dude. There's so much good shit from back then. Very Sabbathy, dude. Blue Cheer.
Blue Cheer. The
Blue
only
Cheer
reason
was
I
out
fucking
before Sabbath.
I fucking found out about Blue Cheer because of High Times magazine.
I found
They
out
had a
about
whole
him from
thing
the
on-
movie Fubar.
Fuck it.
Yep.
John.
Can't find that movie anywhere now.
No, we actually bought it the other day, I think, on Amazon.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yep, I think it's back on Amazon.
The one we used to obsess over was a sequel. Did you guys know
Yeah,
that?
Fubar 2, Balls of Fury.
There's a first one, and there's about to be a third one.
Oh, God. Have you seen this?
Which one?
Hyatt?
I
Fubar?
don't think so,
Fubar?
no.
Oh, shit.
I haven't.
It'll change your life.
That's all you're going to be watching around this motherfucker.
It's funny. Every week I learn some new shit from you guys, and then I go research it in between podcasts.
We're
Like,
very cultured.
I just we were talking about Stephen King last week, and I went and watched Maximum Overdrive. I hadn't seen that before. What a ridiculous damn
Oh,
movie.
where have you
Anyway,
been? Under a rock?
Yeah, I had no idea.
Hey, asshole that's never seen Terminator 2.
Or Maximum Overdrive?
Have you really never seen Maximum Overdrive?
No.
That is very much of your era.
What's that mean?
That's no when you
Speaking of party in the back, pipe down.
No, speak up. What did you say?
She called me old.
you would recognize
You are the band
you
elder.
would recognize the semi from Maximum Overdrive that looked like the Green Goblin on the
Yeah,
front.
I've seen that.
Yeah, that's
I've
that.
not seen the movie, though.
Stephen King, out of his mind on cocaine, hired AC/DC to do the soundtrack.
Oh, the whole thing.
The only movie he ever directed. And it is just like fucking cocaine fuel, dude. It is.
All right,
100%
Emilio
AC/DC.
Estevez is on cocaine.
100% AC/DC the whole thing too.
AC/DC's
So about every
on cocaine.
about every four minutes in the movie, you're guaranteed that.
Oh, I'm so in.
That Casio beat is on cocaine.
So I do have some suggestions, though, about the movie Fubar.
All right.
When you start obsessing about it and watching it, do not watch it in front of Squeak. Because we have done wore her out on that movie many years ago.
Yeah, no, Squee hates that fucking movie.
Can you blame her?
We just overwatched the shit out of it.
And then we talked like them for like 2 years straight. You know?
We did the same thing with the fucking Tenacious D DVDs, though.
Yeah,
we wore
that's
them the fuck. Did anyone see the meme where they released that new Minecraft action figure of Jack Black? And somebody copied it and said, "No kid wants the middle-aged fat fuck action figure. Are you kidding me?"
Fuck yeah, dude. Oh, I do.
I'd put it on the fucking. I'd put it on, right up there next to the TV, so everybody had to look at it all the time.
Yeah.
Jack Black, if you hear me, send me one of them shits.
Yeah,
I like
please
it.
do.
Yeah.
Please do. So I want to talk about the next subject primarily because of your rad shirt you have on. So if you could get up and go to the camera,
All right.
do a little show and tell for me. So those that are just listening on Spotify, Jeremy has a TLC shirt on.
Old school.
Old school vintage TLC.
$375.
It probably would. Old school TLC T-shirt on.
Yeah, you see that? All right.
Nice,
And it
nice.
feels like we're kind of having a little theme here of the.
It also says no scrubs on it. It's
I don't
very
want no
clear on
scrubs,
my
dude.
fucking philosophy on scrubs.
Yeah, no scrubs.
You know what the Bible says about scrubs?
What?
No. Factual. Go ahead. Sorry.
And now I have to read the whole entire fucking Bible to find that.
It says
Seriously,
it.
it says it. What the Bible says about wanting scrubs.
No,
Don't.
don't.
And the Lord saith, "Thou shalt have no scrubs." Thou shalt have no scrubs.
So we're going to talk about this TLC thing.
Hanging out thine best friend's ride.
Jesus, fuck, you guys are hard to keep up.
Trying to holler at thou. Yes, and so saith the Lord.
Dear God, give me cancer now. Fuck.
Cancer of what?
You were saying a thing.
I'm not going to be a pussy.
No,
about
what were you
this,
saying
dude.
about my TLC?
There's a theme going on here.
Yes, mayhem and music,
Mayhem and music.
which is what we call it. I think if we say that enough, the AI Mayhem and
It'll
Music.
find
so
it
send
and
the-
link us also to Blacktooth Grin.
So here's some Mayhem and Music. Lou, here's the question I was going to ask you.
Okay.
You remember TLC, don't you? They sang "No, I Don't Want No Scrubs."
Yeah,
You remember
yeah.
the band? Okay.
Yeah. Familiar with them.
Lisa Left Eye Lopez fucking mayhemed some shit at what famous athlete's house?
She burnt his house down.
It
It was Andre Rison,
was Andre Rison.
wide receiver for the Atlanta Falcons.
Oh my good lord, Lou Sports Corner.
Number 80.
God damn.
His nickname was Andre Bad Moon Rison.
All right.
He was kind of a piece of shit.
Well, yeah, that's why she burned his fucking house down.
Yeah. Yeah.
She-
I believe he put his hands on her.
Oh,
And she said, "Fuck you."
and set a bunch of shit on fire in a bathtub, which burnt down this gigantic fucking.
Does he currently have a house now, do you think?
Not that one. Thanks, everybody. I'm here all week.
I was going to say
man.
somebody should burn that house down. You don't
Yeah.
fucking put your hands on women.
and also put it up for Lisa Left Eye Lopez. She's not with us anymore. Cheers to a diva.
Yep.
Well, fucking,
Absolutely.
We grew
Cheers
up.
to her fucking fighting back.
Yeah,
Fuck
fuck
you,
yeah.
bitch.
I mean, put your hands on me. I'll burn your fucking house down.
All fucking day long. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll stand there literally laughing in your front yard while I burn your fucking house down.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was just an example of a music in mayhem. I think she was musical and created some mayhem.
Some serious mayhem.
I don't
You're
think
not goddamn proud of her.
I don't think she meant to burn the entire structure to the fucking ground, but she also didn't not mean to.
She was chasing waterfalls.
She wasn't going to be known as Lisa Black Eye Lopez.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck.
I just can't with you motherfuckers, dude. I can't. I love you.
Really good, buddy.
Thanks, man.
That was really good. That was really good as well. I just don't know what to do. You guys have taken all the wit out of me. I have no wit left.
You've wit. Stop it.
I don't think so.
Try an English accent. Go ahead.
No.
Yeah, just easy. Say, hello. That's pretty fucking close, actually. Hey.
I want to sound like that weirdo, the fucking Beans guy. The
Beans.
you know what I'm talking about?
From
What's his name? The irritating little fuck that's in the movies.
Mr. Bean?
Yeah, that guy. I want to sound like
Beans guy.
Rowan Atkins. Beans. Mr. Bean doesn't say anything. What character are you talking to? Oh, he makes this face.
that. See? That was
He makes
fucking-
that noise.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
I was thinking of Beans from is it Even Stevens? The character Beans. He had no chin. He looked like that dude we knew. We called him Beans. Remember?
Oh, I remember Beans.
Beans.
Well, we just called him Bean, but yeah, I remember.
I fucking called him Beans because he looked like fucking beans. Come on now.
He had like one ear, too, I think.
Jesus. Poor guy. I've known way too many fucking people named Beans.
We are so fucking white trash.
You're gonna have to be more specific.
It's not being mean.
Was it the left?
No,
Literally-
we are just, dude, we have had a hard life.
It was his left ear.
We knew a guy with one ear named Beans, like, and loved him. I gave him hugs.
I mean, you can still hear out of what was there.
The whole.
Was he the one that said,
It was like,
no, we knew a guy in high school named Beans. Jesus, this
Yeah,
has
yeah,
gotten off
Beans.
the
Did
fucking
he have an
rails.
ear?
Yeah, his
he
ear
had
was all
one.
fucked off. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. He had one ear.
I remember.
Jesus.
But you can hear out of both sides still. So,
Beans.
figure
Well,
it out.
Beans.
We've led a hard life.
Jeremy and Lou's friend Beans. If you have your headphone in, listen to
It don't
us.
get much better than this.
Ben McDonough.
God, shout out.
No,
Where'd that come from?
Fucking Jeff Nafsinger. Remember that?
What the fuck are they talking about?
I have
Hyatt?
no clue.
Here,
Nafsinger.
we're gonna start our own podcast over here, dude.
I think Lou is fucking broken.
He's a savant right now, dude. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I am just watching mathematical figures fly out of his
Yeah.
ears. I don't know what the fuck's happening.
We need to capitalize on this, dude. Write some music or something. Lou, lay it down.
What?
See,
That's my kryptonite.
fucked off.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
Huh?
What?
Orfino when we had to sing it to Ron.
Oh, yeah. Ronnie, fucking speaking of Ronnie,
They
he
hadn't
didn't
heard
know
of-
who TLC was. And so he started singing, I don't want no scrub. Scrubs, I got a can. And he was like, no, just I don't know what it is. Don't love from me.
Did
And
he know
just-
after that? Did he understand what was
No,
happening?
him and his current girlfriend, or not current, him and his at the time girlfriend got into an argument while we were
They didn't
singing
even
Scrubs.
notice that all four of us were singing.
So we just kept singing fucking Scrubs.
We
I'm
sang
sure that helped everything.
We didn't give a fuck. Stop arguing.
Well,
We're having
in,
fun.
In Ronnie's defense, he's old, and he
As fuck.
and he used to be an outlaw biker. I don't think that they're listening to Scrubs by TLC.
You couldn't fucking avoid Scrubs by TLC. Also, like that.
They didn't
song
have MT
by,
on the road, brother.
Huh?
They didn't have MTV on the road, brother.
No, but it was like on every radio station
Oh, yeah.
ever.
we did that rad thing a little bit later where we went to go hang out on those cool railroad tracks because every time we'd go play somewhere, we'd just go check out the, stomp around in the creek and roll the rocks over and stuff just like we were 10. And there's this little wooden train trestle, and so we all took pictures of us on there. Stacy took pictures of all four of us pretending like we were running. And then she superimposed a train behind us. And then we got back an hour later and showed Ron. And he was like, when the fuck did you guys do this?
just ran from a train.
He's so mad.
Well, he doesn't understand computers. It's okay.
Oh, yeah, like we're just out there finding these rad adventures.
Ron uses an abacus.
How do you
Ron's-
even know he's
Ron's-
coming over? Does he have phone?
Ron's so old he still uses leaded gas.
Oh, I hope he listens to this episode.
Oh,
I'll let him know
Ronnie.
tonight if he shows up.
He has his compass set for due north.
Yeah, he does.
Which way he's going?
Oh yeah, Ronnie doesn't use GPS. He uses compass and a paper fucking map.
Fuck yeah. And a sundial.
Print off my directions from MapQuest and be on my way.
He still has a Rand McNally Road Atlas.
He was in Ulysses S. Grant's high school graduating class. I'm pretty sure.
He played the lute while they were crossing the Delaware. Then.
Ronnie's old.
Ronnie would probably kick most of our asses. Though,
without
just so
it-
you guys know.
Without a second's hesitation.
Yeah, he would kick the shit out of us, but it's
Yeah.
okay.
He does have a better beard than me though. So.
He has a better beard than most.
Fantastic beard.
But I have
It was
better
nice.
hair than him, so he can fucking.
Did you see
suck it.
Lou? Did you see Lou fucking peacock over there for a second? He's like, "You got a better beard than
like,
Lou."
I better check
Better
this
beard than who?
I better check this beard out.
I was actually just running through a Ronnie joke, and I was like, yeah, I'll let it go. it had felt forced.
The moment
Yeah,
had passed.
it had.
It had. It had.
You'll have
indeed.
to drop it on us.
I've been working on my timing. Huh?
Oh,
You type 5.
Working on my Type 5.
Timing.
Yeah, I know.
I have a
heard you.
tight 5.
You put your Type 5 together.
All right.
What is the deal with airline food? That's how I. Have you
your
seen
opening?
this? That's how I work on.
you guys are so fucked off today. I love it.
It's a
You
weird
can tell,
episode.
You can tell we're in a good mood, man. That show's coming up.
Which one?
3 weeks. Blacktooth.
Wait, what?
The Return of Black. We're playing a show in 3 weeks, asshole.
Did you hear about this?
Who is? Have you seen this? Have you heard about this? Have you
March 22nd at the Knitting Factory. bud.
seen- Sounds fun.
Yeah, you'll be there. You'll be the headliner.
Who else is going to be there, Justin?
Well, apparently it doesn't matter to you.
Huh?
I'm kidding.
Matters to me bigly.
Yeah, dude. Cardiac Drift
Yes.
That's a
is
cool
gonna
band
be there.
name.
I fucking love it, dude. And
yeah,
they're
that's a
cool
great
dudes.
band,
They're
man.
fucking great dudes.
Great band name.
A Warren Me is gonna be there.
Yes.
To be announced is
Did you
gonna be
say
there.
Warren G is going to be there?
Orangey.
Warren G.
No
dude.
fucking regulators.
Yeah, dude.
Mount up, baby. No, I'm just
To
kidding.
be announced is gonna be there.
Those guys suck. To be announced.
And then Karen Comes Killing, of course, our brothers for
Fucking A.
many, many years. And then us.
Did you do that from memory?
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Are you?
I know. I was wondering if you were going to be able to do that. I looked over at the whiteboards and it's been erased. I was like, oh man, you started into naming the bands.
Yeah,
I
I
did
could
well
only,
done. You
I
did
could only
awesome.
think
I'm
of
proud
to
of
be
you.
announced. I could only think of TBA.
I forgot we were playing it.
Yeah.
Which is all right.
I'm just kidding. I'm really excited for
We'll
the
come
show.
find you.
We've been working really, really fucking hard to make sure we play a good show this time.
There's a couple of there's a show coming up this weekend too, in
Two
the
of 'em.
local scene. A couple of them coming up. There's Rifts of Fury on March 8th at the Heritage Social Club. With
Now, is that the
Riffs
old?
of
Is that the old
Fury.
Shorties?
I have no idea. I've never been there.
I believe it is.
Is that the old
Garden
shorties off
City.
of Glenwood?
Yeah,
Yep.
I think so.
Is that what they
Yes.
call that now? Yeah,
is.
that's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
they
yeah.
call that. Yep.
Well, it's changing.
Across from the Hawks Stadium there. Mm-hmm. I remember.
Okay, have been there. Yes.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, it looks like a rad lineup though.
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
it?
got Divinium, Hand Me the Knife, Omega Trend, and Black Marrow. So that'll be a good time.
Go support local music.
And then the next night is our friend Johnny Kunk, and I wrote it real fast. It looks like it says Glove and Special Sauce, but it's G Love and Special
Is
Sauce.
he playing with G Love and Special Sauce?
I think they're both going to play that night, it looks like.
That's
And that's
fantastic.
That's going to be
Uh,
a great show.
Tree Fort Music Hall.
Yeah. What are you guys doing
we
Sunday? Do you
saw
want to go?
G Love open for Sublime.
No, it was for
Who was it?
Long Beach Dub All Stars.
That's right. Pretty much Sublime. Sublime without Brad Knoll.
Yeah, I did see G Love and Special Sauce open for
Ice Cube.
no.
Barbara Streisand. You're just gonna shout artist
He
name?
totally just fucking blew
you
that
fucked
out of
him.
my head.
Dude, I remember you saw Ice Cube in Portland.
Why don't you take a fiver? Just shouting names, fucking him up. Why don't you take a lap? Come back. We'll reset. Huh? Say it into the microphone.
No.
Did you say
I
kill him?
I can't use those kind of words.
You motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going back to the audio.
Was it here locally?
No, it was in Sun Valley.
Oh. G Love
Citizen Cope.
Yeah, fuck
Oh,
yeah. dude.
Citizen Cope.
Yeah, that was a fucking great show. That was outdoors in the fucking amphitheater.
I
and shit.
love
It
Citizen
was good.
Cope.
So do you guys remember the first time I met Johnny Boy Kunk? And I'll throw him under the bus right here for this.
I don't know if I do remember.
Okay, so I don't know if you even know this, but Jeremy had been fixing one of his guitars. He'd been
Try to
rebuilding
beat
it.
him up.
No, he was too handsome.
Was
too
I
nice.
fixing one of his guitars?
You had fixed one of his guitars, and he had showed up to the band cave at your house when we had moved to your house on 3rd. And I come walking in the door, and it was you and Lou and Derek, and I come cruising in the door, and he's like, "Hey man, how you doing? I'm Johnny Kunk." And I was like, "Hey, nice to meet you." And he's all, "How do you know these guys?" And asked how I knew you guys.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I was like, "Well, I sing for him." And he was, dude, he looked at me and he was just like,
yeah.
But I fucking love Johnny. Dude.
Nah, he's a good shit.
A great
Our
dude,
little
man.
Jon Snow looking motherfucker. I love him.
He's a Jon Snow.
He is, dude. He's a handsome little fucking
He's
guy,
exceptional,
man.
too.
He's a good
He's a-
He's a
human.
great musician.
Good
I want to
dude,
have him on the
great
show.
musician. Yeah, dude.
I
We
want to
should
have him on
a
the show
jam
and
with
talk about what he did to go embrace the blues, because he's a blues musician. But I mean, he took off in that shitty fucking van and went south, went to Mississippi.
Oh yeah.
And like absorbed everything he could. And I heard some wild stories that, we can ask him about. But he was sitting in a fucking bar and some dude needed a ride somewhere, and next thing you know, he takes this dude for a fucking ride to his trailer park where there was like barrels outside of the fucking trailer, total meth lab, and Johnny's just sitting out there all Idaho innocent.
La 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 la.
In the South.
Smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, dude. And so he got to learn all kinds of shit, dude. It'd be fun to have him on here and
Nah,
talk to
he's
him about it.
a good shit, dude.
Yep. Yeah.
I partied with Johnny a few times.
Yeah, so we got some more time to cover a little more Mayhem before we go make some
Sure.
music. But something that's been the rabbit hole I've talked about with all these documentaries and everything, but Woodstock 99, dude.
Fuck.
That was the homework I did do.
Yes, good job, by the way. I wanted to go to this. I was old enough to go to it. Like, obviously not the original Woodstock. I wasn't born yet, but I so wanted to go to this show so bad. And at the time, my kid was only a year old. So taking off clear across fucking country to go to Woodstock 99.
Yeah, because it was in White Plains or it was in the same place they did the original one, was it not? Or did they move it to a different location? I don't quite remember.
I don't know why I can't even remember where it was right now.
It was in New York.
Yeah. And it was awful.
The original one was in New York.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know if they covered that even on the. I just watched.
I'm
that
sorry,
doc-
man.
No,
I didn't mean to
talked about
derail
it.
you.
No, they talked about it, and I can't remember the exact location.
White Plains feels like the right.
But
thing.
there was like 500,000 people that showed up to
Yeah.
Woodstock 99, and within 6 hours of the first day, that place was just fucked off.
Oh
They-
yeah,
the fences
lack of
were
porta
being torn
potties.
down.
They were fucking.
Oh.
They were charging $8 for a bottle of water.
Well, that was all the second day. So
Yep.
you were mentioning that the documentary, and I thought you were talking about the one that I had seen 4 or 5 years ago, they had a shorter documentary.
Yeah, the couple hour long.
Yeah,
one.
yeah, and it basically tells the exact same story, only this one's in 3 pieces, and so they tell it on Friday and Saturday and Sunday, basically for each episode. Of what
yeah.
you were saying, and yeah, the first day it was just garbage to start with, and everyone was having a great time, but it was 500,000 people and no trash receptacles.
Right.
And the smartest people were looking around, going, "That garbage is going to undo this whole goddamn thing." And at the end of the day,
And
it was.
it fucking
man.
did. And it was such a fucking amazing event, though. They had everybody from like James Brown, Chili Peppers. They had Alanis Morissette. Like there was so many
it was
different.
the who's who of fucking music.
Yeah, it was what was killing it, on the radio and shit.
They
back
had
then.
hip hop. They had new metal.
Yeah,
They
Ice
had
Cube was there.
Yeah,
the
dude.
fucking beginning of new metal was there. So obviously the
your Limp Bizkits and your
all that.
Corn and your fucking.
Yeah,
And it was when they were the biggest they could possibly be at that moment.
for
too.
sure.
So it was at a 3,600 acre former Griffiths Air Force Base in Rome, New York.
Yep.
Rome.
Which was
That's
140
right.
miles from the original Woodstock location in Bethel.
That's right.
Baffle.
They were talking about how on Saturday, the
Yep.
second day, the thing that started pissing everybody off was it was ungodly hot, and all these kids are standing on a tarmac, like
Yeah, they're on
where it's just
fucking asphalt.
hotter.
Yeah.
And then the promoters, the people that put it together, there was absolutely no shade to be found anywhere of any sort.
Nope.
And then as vendors started dropping out, they started upping the prices of the water because they were, so by the end of Saturday, they were already charging $12 for a bottle of water.
And that's just fucking terrible.
and you
dude.
couldn't drink the water that was provided because people were bathing in it,
Oh, yeah.
shitting in it, puking in it.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Because there were like 11
the-
porta potties, dude.
Well,
Like,
there was, I mean, they had a bunch of porta potties, but they weren't serviced, dude.
No,
After,
yeah.
The first
And-
night, one night, yep.
dude.
Yep.
And it got
people
like it got
were
so
wrestling
bad,
in
like,
the overflow.
like they started robbing the vendors.
Yeah.
Seriously, they were fucking
That
robbing
was day
vendors,
3,
man.
yeah.
And just,
the worst
Dude,
of
it was so
humanity
bad.
fucking
Yeah,
came out
man.
of people at that show, dude.
I mean,
Yeah.
shit happened to ladies got attacked.
My
there
theory
was,
on
there
that
was,
is
there was
bad,
over
man.
there was over 100 women that have reported not reported, excuse me. There was only 8 reported like sexual assaults that had gone like to the police department. But one of the people that had been there started a website for women to reach out, and there was over 100 women that reached out about some kind of sexual assault. And quite honestly,
drunk frat boys.
It was
will
100% Chad Kyle.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's
it
what
was,
drunk
dude.
frat boys think they can grab titties and stick their fingers in girls. If they think they can do it when nobody's looking, they're gonna fucking do it when people are looking.
Yes.
A rapist is a fucking rapist.
Yep.
That's straight up.
so a big part of what really
I
hit-
hope they all get found and prosecuted.
Yes.
Honestly. Every single one of you is. If you're fucking listening to this, you know what you did.
Yeah, and
I
what
hope they
hit,
catch you.
what hit me so hard about this is being a musician. We've played a festival show. We've played a lot of big shows and things like that. Is I would have been embarrassed, quite honestly, to have been a band on that show and have not done something.
I certainly wouldn't have pulled the Chili Peppers thing and played fire while they were setting fire to the structures.
They played it while
They
the fire
told them to
department was trying to come in and they couldn't.
Dude,
'cause
people are
were
being
in the way.
trampled and raped. You have to stop. And they were like, nah, let's play one of the peppiest songs we can fucking play. And they literally started setting fire to structures.
That was day 3.
That was the last night. Yeah, that was the last
I
night.
had
It's
forgot.
insanity.
I had forgot that the Limp Bizkit part of it wasn't like the apex of it, because that was night number 2.
They play break stuff and they're tearing fucking
And
shit
that's
apart.
when he built him up for 10 minutes. He did that whole like, okay, I want you to take every bit of the anger.
Well,
and
yeah.
every bit.
Well, then you had Korn with what was it, Freak on a Leash or whatever, that build up, that
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
you know, and then all of a sudden you got Jonathan Davis. Are you ready? And
Well,
it just,
it turned into a whole thing that everybody thought, like, I'm going to get out every fucking terrible thing in my head that I've ever wanted to do. This feels like the place to do it. And, like, to create that sort of chaotic fucking environment where you become animalistic, like, how fucking out of control did shit get before it got to that point? Like, at what point do you go, holy shit, we've lost absolute fucking control, dude?
Yeah.
Well, and I was trying to figure. I mean, are they kind of trying to validate the actions of the people, because they're talking about how
The
fucking
promoter-
hot it was the middle day, how they had no water,
Yeah, there's-
no shade,
yeah.
stuff like that. But it still doesn't validate I mean, tipping over the whole sound tower.
Lord of the
and all
Flies
that, you know,
behavior,
like-
dude. Fuck no.
Yeah, and one of the things that really stuck with me is so the promoters that did Woodstock '99, they also did what was it, Woodstock '94 or whatever before that. But Woodstock '99, it was the same promoters that did that, and I forget the guy's name now, but he actually said in the documentary I wanted you to watch, he actually said that the men that assaulted these women and did all that they can't be 100% to blame, and tried to blame the women on it because they were, because they were flashing their boobs and that made it okay, and this and that. He literally says this on this documentary. And I'm like, you mother.
No, that's our shit. The first night
Fuck
they were
that.
handing out. It was all EDM. It was like a rave the
Yeah.
first night, and they were
Once-
handing out
yeah.
ecstasy, and literally 70% of the people were naked. It wasn't just the girls.
Yeah,
like
so-
it was. I don't know. It was. Not a
I
good
can tell you
situation.
right now, if we are playing a Blacktooth show and there's a gal out there on some guy's fucking shoulders and you pull your fucking boobs out and some dude from the crowd grabs your boob, I'm going to come off the stage and I'm going to tear your fucking teeth out of your head and I'm going to send them to your mother.
Fucker.
Fuck it.
Absolutely, because just because they show does not put it on limits to touch. And that was one of the things that hit me the hardest about Woodstock 99 is that how can women go out there and feel safe going to these fucking shows when all these men set this example of they're not safe.
This, if you think about it, timeline wise, this is an entire generation ago.
It is. It's
And
25
and
fucking years
I'd
ago.
like to think that a bunch of that bullshit's been corrected.
Yep. And so they have this theory of all these people all these people saying that it was nu metal's fault because they were bringing so much aggro out of people and promoting all this aggro. But there is nothing to me that an aggro music makes it okay to sexually assault a woman.
Never under any circumstance.
Ever.
Does
And that's what I was
anything-
saying when you took your break, dude, and you will validate this, is that if we're at a Blacktooth show, and I'll say it again, because if you missed it the first time I said it, if you're at a Blacktooth show and you fucking haul your boobs out and some dude from the crowd reaches up and grabs them,
I will beat your fucking ass.
I will personally fly off fucking stage.
Don't you ever fucking do that ever, anywhere, ever.
We've had situations. We were in Salt Lake City and that guy grabbed my ex-wife in the crotch, dude, and fucking she kicked his ass. But the whole deal is he thought that would be okay. We played a show at Granny's where Squeak wasn't necessarily assaulted in that way, but the dude put her in a fucking headlock,
Yeah, a fucking full Nelson.
a full Nelson, and
drug her
a
outside.
fucking.
I was like, oh, fuck no, dude.
No.
Did you ever see the video footage Nirvana played and Kurt Cobain saw some chick getting fucking assaulted up front, or some Chad Khaled reached around her and grabbed her titty or something, and he literally just stopped, set his guitar down, and was like, "You get the fuck out of here!" Called him out. We don't.
Aaron Lewis did that, dude, in the last 5 years.
We don't
from
play
Stain
that
as well.
shit, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
No, so
Don't do that. Don't
No.
ever grab a girl's boobie unless she says, "Fuck yeah, you can grab my boobie."
yeah, she's like, "Here's a titty, get your grip, go ahead." That's when it's okay.
What is wrong with our fucking men, dude? We don't have enough raised right men anymore.
Ruining good times.
What in the
Yeah.
fuck is wrong with our men? Ladies, seriously, what the fuck is wrong with our boys these days?
Pornhub.
How in the fuck do we think that's okay to get away with?
Yeah.
I have no
We're of a
idea.
generation.
we
no,
don't
we
think
were of a
that, but-
generation where you would get your fucking ass beat for that.
Yeah.
Don't you ever fucking do that.
Yep.
Holy shit. How do you think because nobody's looking and there's burning plywood and Limp Biscuits playing that you think you could get away with that?
So here's the
How
deal.
fucking it's just
I
astounding.
really
It's
tried
astounding.
to process this, and okay, there's 500,000 people, okay, and they're out there and they're acting a fool, and some people are having a good time, some people aren't.
500,000
whatever.
people is already
There's-
terrifying. That's
There's
already
half
terrifying.
a million people, but,
Already terrifying.
But I can tell you in confidence that had the members of Blacktooth GRIN been playing that, and we would have witnessed any of that shit happening that Fred Durst saw, that the guys from the Chili Peppers saw, that when some serious chaos was happening with these bands that could have had an influence over the crowd, that they could have easily
Yeah.
said, hey, man, this isn't okay.
The Pearl Jam show, when Pearl Jam played in, it wasn't Nuremberg, but they played somewhere and people got trampled. people got fucking hurt and killed, and he stopped the show, and he was like, everybody needs to step back 2 feet, dude. Give everybody.
Yes.
And like, you have a microphone, you can fucking
use it.
People can hear you, dude.
Well,
Yeah.
there's a certain level of, for lack of a better word, like power somebody has as an
responsibility
and
is
responsibility
the word.
as an entertainer when you're on stage and people are there and they're cheering and they're acting a certain way to your music. It's very likely they're going to act a certain way to your words when you ask them to calm down. And the whole thing is I can say 500,000 people or not, my response would have been the same. I would have dove in the middle of 500,000 people, and I don't give a fuck if I would have died or trampled
Just
to death
you
or whatever
can't
would
ever
happen.
let
You
that
just
shit
can't.
go.
You
You
can't
can't
act
ever-
that
no.
way, anywhere. And I feel like that's where Woodstock '99 was its biggest failure. I understand people fucking running amok and going crazy and burning shit and shitting all over the place and doing dumb things. I understand that.
Yeah,
there's a lot.
do a
There's
whip
a
it
lot.
and slide down the hill on your beach towel. I don't give a fuck.
There's a lot of drinking. There's a lot of fucking drugs. There's a lot of whatever. That's great. But as soon as you start assaulting,
You stop becoming a human you're a
Yes.
fucking terrible monster.
yes,
Yeah.
as soon as you turn into a fucking
Fuck
caveman,
you, dude. We can't ever, and
Yep.
that's on the person.
Yep.
That is not on the promoters. That's not on the artists. I don't give a fuck if the artists were like, go out there and set shit on fire. Like, that's fine.
Because straight up, it's like if
Your mentality has to be, I'm
don't wanna
okay
pay-
with assaulting this girl. That's,
you're mad because you got to pay $20 for a bottle of water, fucking leave. Get the fuck out of here.
you get the fuck out of here then.
Then
Yeah,
go.
bye.
I was surprised that people stuck around the festival for as long as they did.
Yeah.
I mean, in that documentary, they talk about it. Like on late Saturday and Sunday, they were all rolling out, and everyone's, as Willie Nelson's opening the show on Sunday morning, there was a whole line of cars on their way out, and they were interviewing people on their way out, going, the show's not done, and they were like, I'm fucking done.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
it's-
dude.
Yeah.
We can't get any fucking thing to drink. There's nowhere to shit, and I've had diarrhea for 2 days.
And then it was
Like,
it was Sunday when they bum rushed all the vendor. The promote staff tried to run ahead to the vendor guys because these guys are sitting in their tents. Some of them have $20,000 in cash from what they're doing.
And now you have an angry, fucking
and
hungry,
the promoters
thirsty
tried.
mob.
The promoters tried to calmly go over there and be like, "Hey, they might be coming this way, so you put your tarps down and whatnot." And
Maybe
so
get
they
the
were
fuck
sitting
outta here.
they were sitting inside of those fucking tents
Yeah.
when that pissed off mob came and just ripped all the tents apart with those guys inside of them.
Yep.
Like-
so one thing that I look at too with another mistake they made is the people never had time to thoroughly get any kind of rest. Because as soon as the bands were done, then they would get the DJ out and they would get the music out and then EDM would go all fucking night long. So that is keeping a group of people together, continually getting intoxicated, doing fucking
Sure.
ecstasy, doing all these things. And I kind of lumped that into a situation where we've been to where Rock the Mountain did it one year.
Yeah,
and that was
a pussy.
well,
Oh my God.
I'm talking
Remember that
after,
year?
oh yeah, but I'm talking after the original people were doing it, and then they had other guys come in and start running Rock the Mountain a little bit, and then they did the fucking EDM after all the bands were done, and people partied all fucking night.
Oh yeah,
long.
and we'd fucking been drinking whiskey and eating mushrooms in the hot sun
let's-
all day, and we were
let's
tired.
So let's keep the party going and keep all these people here who were fucked up, or let's shut it down and say we see you in the
Let
morning.
everyone
Yeah.
catch a 5-hour nap.
Let
Yeah.
everybody fucking
Yeah, go sleep it the fuck off.
go do
dude.
dumb shit now at your own fucking camp, but they kept everybody together.
Sure.
So it perpetuated the fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
And so
I don't know, man. That doesn't excuse any of the
It
fucking
doesn't.
craziness at all. Like,
Nope.
just festival promoters just are trying to do the same thing everybody else is doing, and that's trying to feed their kids, man. Like, honestly,
But you can't cut corners. Like I
No,
don't want
that's
to
exactly-
run. We're already running pretty long, but I was just speaking of this kind of thing. There was that thing where it was a huge EDM thing in Germany. I think it was a same thing. There was 2 entrances, 1 exit. The crowd was 5 times what they expected. So 500,000 people. They're supposed to be blocking all the things. 2 of them got breached. The guys who were supposed to be letting people out didn't get the message, and everyone just traveled down this narrow corridor where there was literally no escape, and a bunch of people got trampled and stuff there too. Like we'll talk about it next week. or
well, I
whatever.
mean, but like the original Woodstock,
planning,
dude.
just
The
planning.
original
It is.
Woodstock, they didn't account for half of the fucking people that showed up.
No.
And none of that shit happened. They didn't start tearing anything apart, and they didn't start fucking graping all the women. Like, what the fuck, man?
There was still like issues with the original one, and there's gonna be issues when you get
that many fucking
that
people
many
together
people
on
together.
that many drugs.
Yes.
There's going to be issues.
Yes, and that's whereas like somebody who's a performer and where you're hired help, you're there to entertain all these people that
Right.
drive all these miles or wherever they're coming from. There's a level of responsibility that you have to take, and it doesn't mean it's your fault, but man, be aware when you're on fucking stage, and if you see somebody getting assaulted or you see any kind of bullshit happening, man, we
dude,
have the
use
power
your
of our
power.
voice.
Use your power.
We have a power of voice to get everybody's attention over all these fucking watts, man. Giant PA system. Shut them motherfuckers down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it was anybody out there that doesn't know a lot about Woodstock 99, watch it.
Yeah, it's
many
insane
people-
to watch a cross section of our fucking culture
Yeah.
in 1999.
And I was the same age as those fucking
me too,
fuck
man.
boys
Me too. Yeah,
that were doing all that shit, dude. And I'm like,
How many people died?
only one person actually died
at Woodstock 99.
At Woodstock 99, and he
I didn't know a dude died actually.
He actually didn't do any drugs. He didn't drink. He didn't do anything like that. But it was dehydration and heat exhaustion. And he fucking died. And he was like kind of a derpy, kind of nerdy dude. But he loved Metallica.
Dude, that was almost 30 years ago.
Yeah,
That's fucking insane.
yeah. And it was pretty
Right?
wild, dude.
Gross.
Pretty wild. There was a lot of people hurt. A lot of people in the medic tent and all that shit. It was mostly heat exhaustion. I mean, it was mostly dehydration and heat exhaustion. So.
Well,
a lot
like you guys are saying, no shade, $19 waters.
You had it showed people laying on the hot asphalt underneath like fucking reefer trailers and shit like that to try to find any piece of shade. So
Do we have an album? Do we have an album of the week?
We
Yeah,
do have
let's
a
get to
fucking
that.
album of the week. We're gonna get to that, dude. And then we'll do a couple little quick shout outs, dude, and we're gonna make some fucking music of our own.
I'm ready. What's the album of the week this week?
This is fucking Led Zeppelin, Houses of the Holy.
Oh, good Lord. That's a great album.
So, as probably the biggest Led Zeppelin fan in the world, I fucking adore this album.
It's an outstanding album.
It's a great one.
Yeah,
It's
and
a
I'm
great
glad you have it, Hyatt, or had it, excuse me, because I actually don't have this one.
It's original.
Yeah,
That came out of my dad's stack.
This is an original fucking press, dude. Look at this.
Yeah, look at that font.
Yep.
Instant stoner metal font.
So the one thing I don't like about this album is it does have my least favorite song that Zeppelin ever did that I actually don't like at all, and that's that Dire Maker song. That
Oh, that's a great fucking
I
song.
fucking hate that song.
That's a good one.
Can't stand it.
That's a great fucking song.
But it does have no quarter.
Yeah.
So no quarter on it, dude. Is
Oh, also listen to Crowbar's
The
cover.
Crowbar version, dude.
motherfucker.
if
Such a good
if
song.
I love that being the Zeppelin fan I am, you have to fucking.
Well, that's
listen
because
to it
Kirk
and love it.
Winstein's your dad.
He could be.
Have you ever seen you?
Yes.
You look just like him.
We both have no neck.
You got to get this voice right here to sound like Kirk Winstein, though.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
He's fucking unreal, dude.
I met him once crossing 8th Street going into the, or 9th Street going into the knit. We were literally going to the
At the
fucking
Down
Down
show.
show. And I was like, let me out of the car. And I fucking saw him standing on the street, and I fucking go running over there with my little Down album and my Sharpie and shit. And I'm like, would you sign my shit? And he was like, because I was a total fucking fanboy, right? Obviously, that's what I'm saying.
Do you remember my?
And he goes, I'll fucking sign anything. Oh, he said it like, I'll fucking sign anything you want if you can show me how to get into the fucking venue.
Dude.
It was like, well, yeah, I'll show you how to get it.
So do you remember my interaction with him that night? I don't know if you remember this, but so at the Knitting Factory, there's the public restroom on the first floor, right? We're near the stage and all that, over there by the security office. So I go cruising in, and I'm standing in line for the urinal. Yeah, oh boy. And there's some fucking loaded up, drunk fucking idiot in one urinal and Kirk Winstein in the other. And the dude is going, Mr. Bauer, I fucking love you, Mr. Bauer. And I'm like,
He thought he was Jimmy Bauer.
and Kirk Winstein turns around and he looks at me as he zips his dick back into his jeans. And he turns around and he looks at me. And I look at the guy and I'm all, that's Kirk Winstein, you fucking idiot. And he walks up to me and he's like, "Hey, brother," and he shakes my hand.
This little sausage.
Dude, he's the fucking riff lord, and
That
his
is
fingers,
the riff lord.
His fingers literally are this long. They're fucking. He's got the
he's
shortest-
only like 5'4".
Yeah, that's why he's my dad. Yeah, I think he and Lemmy
Love him.
I think he and Lemmy had a special time with the lady and made me, because I got the Lemmy moles.
You're saying you were bred from a Lemmy and Kirk Winstein Devil's three-way with some hooer?
Likely Rico's granny is my mom.
Whoa.
Oh, fucking the story unfolds. Tune in next week to find out who's Justin's mom. Is it the Denver Broncos football team?
God, I hope not. Jesus. So
That was a little South Park reference, by the way.
Before we
South
sign
Park.
off, dude, we gotta
didn't
send a
cheers
shout
Pepper
out,
yet.
bro. We're gonna cheers our fucking brother Pepper always.
Right, cheers, Pepper.
Cheers, Pep.
Party in the back. Remember that big belly fucking Kelly? I love that son, bitch.
Oh, Randy
Cheers.
Bo Bandy.
Bo Bandy.
And not to end on a sour note, man, but our bro John Ottersberg, man, he's in ICU right now.
He's fighting for it.
He's fighting for it, man. He's really struggling, and we want to send our love out to his family, man.
Cheers.
Big part of the local music scene. He and his brother Raider, and
For years.
cheers to you and your family, man. And hopefully the Blacktooth Camp can send you some love and help
Love
heal.
and vibes.
Yeah, man, get feeling better.
Fuck yeah! So
yeah,
let's go practice so we can go live on Facebook tonight at 7:00. See if we don't suck.
Is that a dare? Or?
I dare you to not suck.
So many people are going to go to Facebook at 7 o'clock on Friday and be like, what the fuck?
And I'm gonna be like, "Boo, you! That was Tuesday, motherfuckers." All right, boys, love you. Party in the back, love you. Happy
Good, love you. This was a fun time. See you next week. Bye.